everybody, good morning. Is another video log. I believe that this is 37 or 38. I wanted to talk about today a little bit about my thoughts on preparing for competition, perhaps any sorts of competition, but I guess in particular in my dance competition. I think in the beginning when I was going to competitions where expectation wasn't really high, because you are a newbie, right? For example, like last year when I first started, though I feel like I had a pretty big ego, bigger than what I was able to do. Partially is because I did had a few years of ballroom experience under my belt, but I didn't realize that being 2 years out due to COVID, that my brain thinks that I can do better than what my body actually can do. A lot of times, especially physical sports, a lot of it we relied on the ability of our body. Our mind is limited, right? We're all powerful, but our body is not. Our body requires exercise and constant reinforcement of what we're doing in order to perform at the best that we can. So obviously my first competition was a disaster. I don't think I was horrible, but I really feel like it was a wake-up call to tell myself that, girl, you're not that good, right? Because you have not moved your body for 2 years, have not danced competitively for 2 years, and there's a lot of things you can do. And this time, when for the Chicago, so this is my, I guess, 1 year competition anniversary, that in Chicago, it's another wake-up call for me, that there's just so much I needed to do to be better, right? Because for the last several competitions I have won, but the competition was not so fierce, that my scores were fairly dominant within all the girls that competed. So it really didn't show me what I needed to work on. Obviously I know what I need to work on, but because of the scores, it kind of make me slacked off, right? I haven't really practiced too hard for the last month or two, partially due to the competition schedule, that we were just traveling a lot, and then so it's just and the part that I wanted to relax and not stress myself, that I have not practiced. So going into Chicago, I was more nervous than normal, and partially because I feel like I wasn't really prepared, right? That I wasn't, perhaps I could have practiced more, I could have done more, and I have not. So I felt a little unprepared, as well as physically. Coming back from the last competition, I wasn't feeling well. I think I caught a cold, also cough, that I just wasn't feeling 100%, right? I think the fortunate part was that I was able to pull off the wins, both in my age division as well as the open division, where there were two very young girls with two very big name coaches that came along. But part of it was that it kind of I should be, and I am proud of myself for performing at a level that's above average, even in a state of not the most ideal state, physical state or mental state, that I was able to still dance above other girls. However, that's not going to work if we go to Worlds, right, which is the nationals. That there will be every girl will try to bring their A game. And it's kind of funny because most people think, well, this is just newcomers. How is newcomers so competitive? And to be honest, I think newcomers probably more competitive than other divisions, unless you're in like top division, right? The reason being, everybody have to start somewhere, and so everybody starts at newcomer, and we can be in many different levels, because people like me who has some ballroom experience obviously has an edge, right? And for ones who probably have a more world-class coach have an edge, because the coach will tell you exactly what you need to work on, because this is how you will win, right? And then also there are other girls who might have a lot more other dance backgrounds, but they all start in the same spot. So you can be competing with girls who have probably many years of dance experience, maybe not in the country western dancing, but in other dance experiences that are they're just amazing, right? And so, and usually newcomer, it's always have the biggest group of girls, or just guys in general, dancers, right? Because it's kind of like a funnel, right? You start at the top where the population is the largest, and then it filters down, because not everybody really dance for a long time. They are not committed to get all the way to advanced, right? So once you get past newcomer, then the number will dwindle down to a little smaller. Maybe you have like 50% girls will be left for novice, and then another 50% will be for intermediate, and then you have another 50% who are advanced. And obviously the girls who stays until intermediate and advanced are going to be pretty good girls, right? Because they are committed and they're dancing at that level. So I just feel, I made a post on Facebook, but I didn't feel like I should be, boasting about my win, because there's so many things that I need to work on. And even watching myself in the video, I was quite disappointed, right? That there's so much stuff that I could be working on, could be improved. So I think I'm gonna direct all my efforts into getting better and preparing for Worlds. And definitely I will try to be more relaxed for the competition I have next week, because that will probably be a pretty big competition as well. But I think it will actually give me even a better gauge of where I am right now at this point, compared to other girls, and then allow me to work on my weak points. So yeah, that's kind of where my mental state is. That I am not upset, nor am I ecstatic or happy, but I am grateful that my coach and my dance partner just told me that I should be glad that I'm able to pull off a win and be able to know what I need to work on, right? And obviously everybody will work on something, so all the girls were probably working pretty hard to get to the next level, right? And I'll have to work super hard in order to make sure that I'm ready for the next competition, or at least for nationals. So yeah, that's my thought for today, and I hope all of you who are working on stuff don't give up. because if we give up, if we're never going to get anywhere, we just have to continue working on it, do the best that we can, and be determined. We have to be mentally strong, and I really need to make sure that I have a correct mental state. I think my focus for next competition, which is next week, is that I will need to relax as much as possible. I feel like I was kind of strained. I looked nervous, right? Try too hard, and I think I need to relax and present a performance and just do what I need to do, but also relax my mind so I can perform better on the floor. Yeah. All right, that's me. Not a lot of fun facts, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking for the last couple of days. That our plan is just to work as hard as we can for the next 4 months. There's still time, so not too bad. I'll see you guys later. Bye.